I'm going to be comparing the Annie franchise to Jungle to Jungle as well as Little Indian Big City. Jungle to Jungle is this American movie that came out at some point, I don't remember exactly when. It's actually a remake of a French movie whose title translated into English is Little Indian Big City. I haven't seen either of those two movies, nor have I seen any of the Annie movies. When it comes to the highest score for each franchise, man, Jungle to Jungle as well as Little Indian Big City have pretty low scores. I mean, the highest score is literally only a 19% for Jungle to Jungle, whereas with Annie, okay, not a lot of these movies are fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, but one of them is Little Orphan Annie has an 80%. Then when you look at lowest score, Little Indian Big City only has a 13%. With Annie, lowest score is a 28% for the 2014 movie, then average. Annie is an average of 54. Little Indian Jungle franchise only has an average of 16. And then real good gap between lowest and highest score with Jungle to Jungle as well as Little Indian Big City of only a gap of 6, whereas if Annie you have a higher gap to be sure of 52. So Jungle franchise wins this one round, but Annie already won 3 rounds, so it's gonna win no matter what. And in this case, I would definitely say the Annie franchise. For one, there's more Annie movies. There's 5 of them, whereas the other franchise I'm looking at only has 2 movies. That right there is definitely a sign of which franchise is actually better. Now, I don't know too much about either one of these franchises, so I can't really comment on either of them very much. Annie is about this girl named Annie who goes on all these adventures involving her family, I think, if I remember right. It seems to me like people like these movies more than the other franchise I'm looking at, but that'll wrap things up for this one. Bye, everyone.